out with me while I talk about astrology. Now, this is not just astrology that most of us know, which is Western astrology, but I also want to talk about Sidereal Astrology, which is Eastern astrology, right? Now, these systems are similar, also very different. And I was very pulled by spirit to look into sidereal astrology. I knew that there was a difference. I knew that the planets weren't in the same places. Didn't know why. So I had to kind of research and discover why it is. And you guys can look this up for your own too if you feel pulled to. But the difference between Western astrology and sidereal astrology is the fact that Western astrology actually does not follow true astronomy. It is set up per the equinoxes of Earth, not where it is that the actual planets are. And sidereal astrology focuses on exactly where it is that the planets truly are. Okay, now, although that there is Western astrology slash tropical astrology that works, that is accurate, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult. Um, because of the fact that the planets aren't actually where the planets actually are. Okay. And for me personally, in Western astrology, I was a Sagittarius, which I could agree with some Sagittarius traits, but not all of them. I felt more like a Scorpio, right? But I had a Mercury in Scorpio, but it wasn't like enough, if that made sense. Like the qualities seemed too high. In sidereal astrology, I have a sun in Scorpio and a Venus in Sagittarius, which started to make a lot more sense for me personally. Now, why is this? Why is it that Western astrology is tied to the equinoxes and sidereal astrology is tied to real astronomy? Well, back in the 200s, around 280, 290, right? We had an astronomer named Ptolemy. He is the father of the Western astrology wheel, right? The system, okay? He decided to put the 0 degrees Aries at the spring equinox, right? And we still, in Western astrology, carry that out until this day. Okay? Now that it is not correct for our time now, it was correct for his time. So the fact that he did this, now the fact that Ptolemy did this in his lifetime wasn't an issue for his lifetime because the wobble of the earth that turns back 1 degree every 72 years wouldn't have been very pertinent 1 degree, even if he was practicing astronomy for 72 years and he was very old, right? It would still only go back 1 degree. So it wouldn't be very pertinent in his lifetime. It would be very much easier to know, okay, this is where the sun is coming in at this time. And it was perfect. But understanding that things always change. Now we had the rise of Christianity where we left astronomy alone, where we left astrology alone, where we were stopping getting answers from the stars and started getting answers from more of a God source, right? Now when we went back to this, and it's been a very, very, very long time, it is completely irrelevant to use a system that was fixated at a certain point that was relevant 1,728 years ago. That means that you are stuck, or that we're all stuck within trying to operate things within energy that was 1,728 years ago. That is not moving in any direction. All right. The earth is literally moving. All right. And this causes an issue, like I said, when we're looking at our charts, because it is at this point where we're 24 degrees back from that, or roughly 24 degrees back from that, because the earth has gone back 1 degree every 72 years. So for me, this poses an issue because although we can agree with a lot of our astrology in Western astrology, but know that a lot of that is because you have planets in signs where you thought other planets were, right? And for some of us, we completely don't agree. And this is because of the change in that wobble. We must understand that the ancients were looking at true astronomy, all right? Ptolemy was looking at true astronomy. But when we're looking at Western astrology, we're not looking at true astronomy. All right. And I don't want to offend anybody by saying this, but it is 1000% true. Although Western astrology may work and it's looking through a different lens, it's not looking at astrology through astronomy, which a lot of us think that we are. Okay, so here is the Western astrology wheel. Here you can see the sun is in the sign of Virgo with the moon and Mars. We also have Mercury and Venus in the sign of Libra. All right, and Uranus in the sign of Taurus over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull up the video of the astrology, sidereal astrology wheel. Okay, so this is a sidereal astrology like placement, right? Because the Indian or Eastern actual charts look like squares. But here we can see the sun is truly in the sign of Leo. The moon is in the sign of Leo. We have Mars on the cusp of Virgo. Mercury is in the sign of Virgo, and we also have Venus on the cusp of Libra. All right, and we have over here, we can see that Uranus is in the sign of Aries. Now, chart of the moment, we can see that this is September 7th, 2021. All right, so we can see that there is a distinct difference between the Western astrology wheel and the sidereal astrology wheel. All right. So you can see that there is a distinct difference that you can visibly see with your eyes based on where it is that the planets are. Now, sidereal astrology dives into all 27 constellations within the 12 zodiac signs, making it very much more different and intricate. But true traditional Eastern astrology does not recognize Pluto, Neptune, or Uranus. Now, that personally doesn't sit well with me because, again, within the discovery of the wobble, we should have been adjusting to that. With the discovery of planets, I feel we should be adjusting to that because if they are in our solar system and all these other planets in our solar system are affecting us, these planets within our solar system is affecting us as well, within my belief. So, personally, for my study of astrology, I will be and plan to dive into true astronomy. All right, but merging some of the Western concepts with some of the Eastern concepts. I believe that with everything, everything must evolve, everything must change with the times. All right, I'm gonna let you guys make your decisions based on the information that I have provided for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about how it is that you feel about Western astrology versus sidereal astrology. Did you even know that there was a difference? Let me know your guys' thoughts, and everybody have a great day. Mwah.